All right. Hopefully everything is working. I've got Spotify playing in the background because it can play non-copyrighted music, and I got in trouble with my Truck World stream a few weeks ago playing copyrighted music. So hopefully that means we're not going to have a complete dead silence. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let me know how it sounds. But welcome along. I thought I've been eyeing this game up for ages, and I thought I've been really enjoying playing different games on a Wednesday night the last few weeks and just mixing up a little bit between the Farm Sim. Don't worry, Farm Sim is still the #1 game, but I couldn't look past being an architect and playing a game called Architect Life. And I'm going to try it a little bit differently. I've actually got some plans for a house. There you go. It's a house that I designed that has been built. I've got some actual completed photos of it that I can show you later on. But I thought I would see how well I can build that house in Architect's Life. So I've got the drawings here on my tablet when that's not locked. And yeah, I'm going to see what we can do. It's going to be interesting to see how close I can get it. I know there's a huge amount of limitations in the game. I was going to be really, really brave and try and do Falling Water, which is a Frank Lloyd Wright building. Frank Lloyd Wright house, very famous house in Pennsylvania in the US. But I thought let's bite off something a little bit more simplistic where I'm more familiar with the design than trying to recreate something like that. Maybe in the future we might even try and do a video or something like that. But anyhow, nice to have you here. Welcome along. G'day Chinook, how you doing, mate? Hope your daughter is all good. Hope she's feeling okay. Aussie Dan, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome along. G'day Nina. You've been looking forward to this. Well, there we go. I hope it exceeds expectations. We'll see how we go. Yoran, how you doing? Good to see you as well. Right, we'll press start and get into this. I'm doing this on keyboard and mouse. I think my controller will work, but I'm not quite sure. So keyboard and mouse tonight. See how that goes. Hey, Virtual Farming Life, how you doing? Title was a bit of a mouthful. IRL Architect Plays Architect's Life. I should have said IRL Architect Plays Architect's Life. IRL Live. It would have made it even more of a tongue twister. Let me know that background music, so if it's too loud, too quiet, or if it needs to be changed, because I can hear it in my ear and it sounds good, but I'm not listening to the broadcast, so let me know. Hey Bo, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey Hanson, welcome along. So the whole premise with this game is you can do career mode and actually go through and take on jobs. So basically you have a client. I've done the tutorial, or some of the basic tutorial, but basically there's a career mode where you can go through, become a respected architect. I mean, I'd like to think I'm a respected architect already, but there we go. No background music. Can you not hear it, Mark? Got Spotify playing and it's showing me that it's coming through on the audio mixer. Maybe it was too quiet. I've just turned it up a bit. I'm just mindful I don't want to blow my eardrums out with it. Yeah, see if that's a bit better. No, you guys can't hear the music? Why not? It's showing up here that it should be playing. Right, let's give it a boost in here. Now there is. How's that better? It is very quiet. I didn't want it to be too overpowering. But I also didn't want it just to be me talking and boring, so I thought a bit of architect ambience. I chose the cheese cutter tonight and gone for the frameless glasses tonight. I thought we'd bring in a bit more of an architect look. If there's such a thing as an architect look, I don't know. Right. Right. Anyhow, so the premise is basically if you go into career, we'll click in here and have a quick look. Basically you get given a project to start with, and it gives you a deadline, it gives you a number of rooms you have to design, it gives you a budget for it, number of floor levels, shows you what the property size is, surface area, whether you need to provide heating, all of those kind of things. So you can go through and you basically have those, and you go through and do the design, you meet the brief for the design, and then once you've done that, you kind of confirm the design, almost sign off on it, get it consented, I guess would be a way to compare it, and then you can then it gives you options for subcontractors to build it. So you get a construction company, you get a decorating company, maybe Siteworks and landscaping, I think. Can't remember what the third one is. So basically you get different prices, and each price has a value as well as a duration. So you've got to pair up, and a star rating. So contractors are like 1 star up to 5 star. So you've got to pair up the contractors between meeting the budget, meeting the time frame, and trying to pick ones that you're not going to have any issues with. And then it basically simulates the build, and through the build you run into different problems. There might be weather delays, supply delays, there might be some sort of strike or something like that. So anyhow, we're going to go into free mode and basically try and build. Oops, go back, start at the first one. Request for proposal. I wonder if I can do it that way. We're just going to go free build and go in and start. So basically these are all what they call biomes. They're just different sites where basically you can choose one if you want sort of some site constraints. And as an architect, that's one of the biggest things. Site constraints can actually have really good benefits for you. Designing a house in the middle of a farm can actually be quite difficult because you don't have any of those site constraints. You might have a north point or south, if you're northern hemisphere. Where's the sun come from? Where's the wind come? Are there views? And that kind of becomes the limit of any restraints. So it's a little bit of an interesting one. So anyhow, you got all these different sites, and you can go down, and you got mountain ones. So if you wanted to design a mountain villa, there's one. Where's the one I found? There's one that I thought was quite appropriate if I was going to try and do falling water. Maybe that one, I think, the stream. Except it's a little bit frustrating because they put those no build sites in the zones in the middle. So anyhow, we're going to start off with the mill because that's nice and simple and very clear. We'll see how that goes. Craig, good to see you. Does this have tractors? Not that I'm aware of, Bo. Not that I'm aware of. So, basically, you're actually working on your desk and orbit around, but you are basically building a model of the building of the house on your desk. It's not even in a computer, but it's kind of fascinating. So, we start off down the bottom or across the top. You've got your different bits and pieces, so your structural work, finishing work, exterior, furnishings, decorating, and then you can confirm its design. And then basically you've got different options for your camera. You can go to a top-down camera like you're looking at it in plan, or your orthogonal camera. And then you can switch between floor levels here, how many levels you can go up and down. But for the purpose of this exercise, we are only a single level house, and we're going to start off with some walls. Very limited options in terms of what you've got. You've got a straw, wood, brick, or concrete. Now, New Zealand, it will be a wood. And then you've got a whole lot of different snap options here. So let's make a start. The house, so anyone who's just joining, I'm basically, whoops, I do want to do that, but at my monitor. But basically, this is a house I designed. It's been built, finished, lived in, and I thought I'd take it and see if I could recreate it in the game. So this software that we use for this is actually kind of cool. I was playing around with it before. It's a little bit slow, I think, because I've got so many different graphics processes going at the same time. But basically, you can excuse the jerkiness. But you can go down, and it's, becomes a first person exercise, and you can go through walls and through doors and basically get into a living room, have a look. So, I can show you the inside of what this house looks like, and I'll see if we can recreate something similar in the game. So that's what we're doing. Right, jump back out of here. Go and have a look. So overall, it is 32 meters, give or take a little bit, and 7.2 wide, but it's got some little wing walls. So if we do one across the back, are we going to be site constrained? Well, that's a fail to start with, isn't it? Right, we're out of here. Let's go and see if we can find a bigger site. No. But yes, I do want to quit. Right, so let's try this again. Delete that one. Stop. Goodbye. Rebuild. Alright, let's see. Okay, it's got a lot size there, so this one was 350. That one might be better. 598. 25. 1380. Put it around some water. I just want to find one that's got a decent amount of buildable area. Not that one. Okay. rural attitude or altitude, not even attitude. All right, let's try this one because it's a big site. How you doing, Elder? Good to see you, mate. Darren, how you doing as well? Nice to see you here. Yeah, basically you can. So this has got us, yeah, this is giving us a bit more area, right? Here we go. Right, let's see if we can start this again. So bring up our objects, spacebar. I'm going to go do that to the wall again. We're just going to be able to make it, but we can. So you're asking, can you draw out measurements before? You can't, but basically this is the equivalent of it. Yeah, right. So 32. And then what did I say? 7. What's got the wing walls? I wonder if I can do those to start with. Are they 8.7? Right. And then I want to come back in and go 7.2. Just there. Right, and we're going to go out. Snap for me. I want it to snap. Okay. Oh, can I not build out here? Why not? Build that. Oh, okay, I have to go out 2 parts. Okay. All right. So there's our first little section. And we've now got a floor, and we do have a room. Somehow it normally tells you the rooms. I need to place a room. Oh, there we go, room. So you move the wall, replace curve. So if you wanted to get rid of the wall, you could go in and replace it, change what it's made out of, things like that. You're not paying for anything, Bo. What are you talking about? So, my tablet keeps on, screen keeps on shutting down. I need to turn that off so I can keep my drawings visible. Can I disable that? It's settings somewhere in here. Settings. Display sleep to 5 minutes. Let's change that to 30 minutes for now. Here we go. And we'll bring those drawings back up. All right. G'day Jimmy, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. Trying to add that fuzzy client element for you. I don't need that here as well as at work. So the next one is, it's got another wing which sticks out. What was that? 7.7, so about there. For you North Americans, you can change it to feet in inches if you want to. Oh, I did see Mrs. Prof in there. You watched the XM launch, so you're able to watch for a little bit. Hello, Mrs. Prof. Sorry to ignore you. And anyone else I missed as well. And Sindri, you're there as well. Mark, I did say hello to you. So, anyhow, so we've got another wing, 11.7-ish. Right. Now those wings actually translate inside. So if I go back to here, I wonder if I can go back to the view we were at before. Our first person view. Come on. Hard driving this when it's so jerky. Looking at this. Right, let's see, and that up over that way. So this is this software here is actually one I have been using basically since COVID. I've used it for clients to virtually share drawings with them. This is a model that I'd shared with the clients, and they were able to see what we were doing. Hey Chinook. Thanks, mate. Very, very kind of you. Where am I trying to go? It does run much better when you're not trying to do a whole lot of different graphics things at the same time. Let's see if I can refresh this view. Put it this way. So the other thing, you can jump into drawings and all sorts of it. Go back to the 3D view, please. Right, I'll let that do that. And we'll have a look at it again in a second, because I was wanting to show you a few bits and pieces. But anyhow, basically the house plan is, this is a garage at this end, living room in the middle, and then bedrooms down the other end. So We'll carry on. That's all the exterior walls, isn't it? It is for now. Let's carry on. Realism is key. Very true. Yeah, you can bring that into Farm Sims, into this as well as Farm Sim. Congrats on the pole shed. Yeah, that was cool. It's a little bit. It's a funny one, Mark, and you'll know exactly what it's like. Like you sit there forever, and it had went into console testing middle of last week, and then I think on Friday, or I'm sure it ended up testing completed on Monday. Is it today? Wednesday? Maybe it was Monday. It was testing completed, and then you've got no idea what's going on with it. I'm like, is it going to be released? What's happening? What's happening? The suspense is killing me. Right, I'm going to start off on this side, because if I go 6.6 and then that wall goes out 1800 or so, and then back this way. Snap back. I don't need to. Actually, that wall does go past like that, doesn't it? Because it's where the fireplace is. Right, and then we've got a little cupboard in here. Right, what can I do this wall? I want to move for. Oh, no, I don't want to move it that way. That's kind of oops. No, continue. Back. Right click. Let's go back into petitions and carry on drawing, because I want to fill that gap in. This is also a little bit of a test, because I'm really fascinated on a professional level to see whether this could be a viable option. Oh, straight? It's not straight. I do want to see if this would be a viable option to actually do this with a client. Like, could I do this and present them their drawings this way? It's something I've been wondering. So I'm talking about it at work. Actually, I was showing the team, and yeah, thought we'd see what we could do. Right, that's that end done. So basically, this is the garage, the laundry in there. Now you come through a door in here to get inside. There's a front entry door there, and right. So then, if we start back on this side, this wing goes all the way through. Now we're into bedrooms, and then we'll come back and do the living room. The bedrooms are, what's the dimension on those, Mr. Architect? 1.3. I really shouldn't be trying to be quite as perfect as this, but 1.3 that way. That one goes not quite right through. It does go back this way. Alright, now bedroom in here, 3 points. .6, there we go. So from that end. 20, good. And what have we got on here? We've got that at 1 meter. Let's go all the way out 90. Where I don't want it to snap to that, because that wall doesn't actually go there. Oh, can I just want to get rid of part of that wall. That split it now? Oh, that has. That's handy. Right. Because the other challenge is, would this actually be faster than doing it in the computer that I use, in the way I use it? Right, so that is going to be our little toilet. Which, for argument's sake, because we don't have to be perfect, go about 1. That's fine. We should get a door in there. Right. And then we've got rope down there. That big. Now, interesting to see how well we can customize the bathrooms, because we did a funky little thing in these bathrooms. Might be a little bit hard to draw. How am I going to do that? Hey, evening Ollie, how you doing? Good to see you, my friend. 204, 24, 25. That way. 25. Plus 90. Actually at the midpoint. I'm as close as midpoint as I can get. We've got that one goes. Why can I not go 0.5 out? Too short. Don't give me that. Baloney. We can move that wall. I'm really going to limit my wall movements. Oh. Okay, well, we're going to have to ad-lib a little bit there. So there we go. There's a limitation that I can't do. So these showers had a little offset, so it's a shower on this side and a vanity on that side, and then a shower on this side and a vanity on this side. But because the shower's deep in the vanity, there's a little dog leg in the wall. But we can't do that. That's annoying. Well, okay. Let's see. That wall. Okay, undo. That'll do it. Right. Let's carry on. More partitions. So we're now 1.1 wide down the hallway. That's going to come down. That probably means I'm not going to be able to do what I need to do down here either. So 1 meter must be the minimums. I wonder if there's roll. It's meant to snap to 10 centimeters. Grid snapping off. I wonder if snapping off will help. Look that way. Nice. Can't do a 600 wall apparently. Yeah. Limitations of the game. Oh well. We'll have to just make some of this up then. Be a little bit flexible. I'm using Jib Aqualine for that bathroom. Of course. Basically what I should have here is one bedroom. No, that's not a square wall. Why can I not undo that? That wall. Basically should have, and see this isn't even going to work to dimensions it's meant to be. Right, I'll fudge it a little bit. Not going to be perfect, but there we go. A couple of wardrobes. So the only other thing remaining is we've got a pantry in the corner, which comes out this way 1.4. 1.5 because again it won't snap, and then we've got a wall over this side 1.5 which goes out 90 degrees to about there. Alright, I think looking at it that's pretty much all done. So what we can do now is we can go into here, we can go back out of this, and you can basically go into each room, and which one is it? Configuration. So this is garage, back, this one, look at that, is a cupboard storage, and I have an option for those. Okay. I forgot to do this one here because I know I can do that. Let your plan play. you can put lighting in though, can't you? Can't remember now. Oh, I tell you what, if I go to top-down view, it might make it a bit easier to do this. There we go. Right, look at this one. That is a pantry. Is a there's a bedroom. There is a bedroom. Do this one. This one here is going to have to be a, call it a walk-in closet. Not quite right, but for the argument of this, it is going to be. That one there. The walk-in closet. Yeah, speed up. This one here is a toilet. I call it something different. Washroom. Yeah, this one here is a bathroom. Oh no, I did the same one. Okay, back to washroom. Bathroom there. Bathroom there. Closet there. That to a bedroom. Oh, and that's I've got a wall across here. Should save it, shouldn't I? That wall's not square either. That's not ideal. We will delete that and go back into our construction and redo a petition across here. Visits. Got a wall there because I'd already configured the room. Gotcha. Well, let me snap to that. Okay. Wasn't correct either because very difficult to snap. Trying to snap a distance. There we go, 90. Got it. Got it, finally. Change our camera view. Move that wall because it's a little bit close this way. That'll do. And then do this. We need to put a wall through there. Visibility mode, so I think I can go through and change. There was a way I could change and hide all the labels. Well then, it's a house I've designed and has been built, so I was just showing people before Ollie. If it's reloaded, it's still loading. I've got a 3D view of it that I used for work. I've also got some finished photos of it. And that from when it was built. No plumbing, wall sockets and so on. Yeah, so very limited. Right, cool. Model browser. be nice from your point of view to be able to do that. Certainly would be. Right. Just to So, for comparison, then, let's get ourselves out about here. So this is, here's my monitor, there we go. That's my, that's the model that I'm basing it on. And then obviously there's the house, so I've started doing, I think we might do the roof next, just to get that form finished and see how it looks, but it's not too far off, is it? Not too far off. It would show all the issues that combined professionals have. Right. If I zoom out far enough, actually, I can hide those rooms. Is there any I haven't labelled yet? And there's unnamed. It's a bedroom. And there is a hallway. There is, call it living room. Alright. Okay, so there's the basic shape of the house all sorted out. Area's a little bit, so I know this house is about 240 square meters, so a little bit out. Right, so now that we've done the walls, we can go back into objects, and we've got all these other options down here. So roof is our first one. This has a mono-pitch barn type roof, and I think if I go through, we'll automatically draw the roof. I have learned how to do this, but this one might actually be difficult. I might not be able to do this automatically. We might have to do it manually. Basically, the roof starts there. Draw dividing line. No. Change mode. Roof, gable. Okay. Oh, do I need to go up a level? That's what I need to do. I need to do this. There we go. Can't draw the roof on the ground. There we go. My question is now, what controls do I have in that? Increase the height, which is with X. With that. What other options do we have? Merge, cut, replace, what columns in. Okay, now I'm pretty well, as happy as I'm going to be with that. About right, about a 30-degree roof pitch. I don't know what that is, but must be pretty close. Right, let's go back down a level. Pressing F, you can go back down now and see where things are. Thank you, thanks Aaron. I knew I'd get there eventually. And let's start doing some doors, I guess. So interior and exterior doors. I imagine we're going to have limitations because they don't have any. Oh, they do have sliding doors. Okay. Right. Start off with the garage door. Leave that one. I've done that around the wrong way. This is the thing I was struggling with when I first did it. So the arrow points to the room you're putting it into. Not the room. So if I wanted to rotate, go like that. Now you've got a garage door. Tools, duplicate configuration. So pick a color. Any color so long as it's black. Break that right down. There we go. Replace, invert. Okay. There we go. Alright, garage door done. It's probably not as big as the door that was in this house, and I don't think there's a way you can change the size of them. Pretty much stuck. Right click to go back. I know, right? Oh my goodness. Frustrating. Now the door, there's another door on doing the exterior doors. That's a good place to start. Look, so there's a few different options. Probably the closest. It's got the side light with it, but it's got side lights on both sides. Or whatever that is. What is that? A water feature? Cascadia. Got side light and overlight. Stick with this one. And rotate. Let's configure that. Oh, we don't have too many options. That panel there, we want to go about that way. There, we want to go that way. Confirm that. The brief on this house was pretty much all black everything. Blue, anyhow. I think the thing that's going to get me from actually using it is how limited you are in door sizes and things like that. But yeah, you can go up to 5 levels. By 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, keep going along. So there's no doors on that side. There's a door here. There's a it's a single slider with windows either side, but again, that's going to be the closest. Take that around like that. Snapping, I don't want it to snap. We press shift, it's not going to snap. There we go. Good. And then there's also here, centered in this wall, there's 2 very big doors. So I'll just put two of those next to each other. And that pretty much covers that off, I think. Hey Nomad, how you doing? Great to see you. Thanks Ollie. Yeah, I'm happy though. Yeah, I'm happy with how they've turned out actually. So pleased to get them through. Obviously get them through testing. Right, interior doors in this house are pretty bog standard. Here we go. There is a bog standard. So one on that wall. What I don't know, is that the swing direction? Probably is the direction it opens. Yeah, it is. Right there. And it shows all this flow. That's quite interesting. Can you connect everything up? Or in that wall. Is it not? Oh, there. Let me put a door in there. Why is that? Too narrow? I'm guessing it's too narrow for a door. Does that mean I'm not going to get one on the end there either? Okie dokie. I guess then we're going to have to move these walls over a touch. Can't go 0.1 because it's going to... Doesn't like it with that wall next to it. I've got to go... Oh, because it will give me... That's annoying. It was, I don't know, what do the drawings say? 2015, so it's coming up to 10-year-old house. I'd say it's not too much more challenging. Do a 2-story one. All these. I've got to get rid of the wall markers as well. Right, back to the drawing board. Starting to feel like a job now. I don't know if I like this. I thought about being an architect, Dogsy. Do it for real life. So about not taking your work home. Still not wide enough. Oh no, there we go. Good. That means the toilet's not going to be wide enough, and that's not going to be wide enough, and that doesn't go that way. Pull those in. Okay. See how far I can move this one. 0.2 that way. I'm gonna have to move that wall. This isn't gonna let me do it because it'll be too short. Yep. And there's that escape yarn. What a crazy. It's like when FarmSim had the skip button. Was it escape when they started forcing you to update mods? Escape was the yes, do it. Which way round did those crazy Germans do it? I can't remember now. That wall, delete that one. It's going to make it easier for us. Yeah, 1.4. Surely 1.4 is going to be wide enough. It's the world's smallest toilet now. I'm probably not going to get a toilet suite in there. Wrong door. Oh, look at them. Now that I've done that, can I move that wall? Just a touch. Can I move this door a touch now? That's about as good as I can do. Alright, door. We need to put those walls back in there. Alright, how's that looking? That like a plan. Goodness. Send in the request and I'll make your dream house. Don't know about that, Bo, but we'll see what we can do. We're just gonna live stream it working now. FSG, it feels like that. It's starting to feel like that, buddy. $3.5 million to build. You probably got $1 million worth of silage sitting somewhere, don't you? Right. Door done there. Oh, there's one door we have to do in the pantry. Which, see, can I put, does it have sliding doors in it? Not concealed sliders, just a surface slider. We'll just put a standard door in then. Can't do sliders. Put it there. Right. I drink at work too. Sometimes. Wish I did. Oh, no door into this bedroom. Or that bedroom. One there. One there. And well, we need to also do one into our makeshift wardrobes, don't we? Looks like this wall needs to move. Right. Ah, there we go. So, if we go up a level, there's the startings of our house. Alright, windows. Let's do some windows. How are you, Cher? Good to see you. See you. Right, next one's windows. What have we got where? So we've got a window in. Oh, in that window. That size. Got a medium window in there and in there. Same window in there, and then pretty much the same window there. And then it looks like I'm going to have to use two of those side by side to do the one here. Yep. Alright, and then these spots here have large windows. Probably look kind of like that, but they're not. Probably about as close as we're going to get. 1, 2. Is that one going to fit in that gap? It's not, is it? Bother. One of those in there. That one fit in that gap. Cool. Okay. That's the equivalent there, and then around this side, it's that and that side by side. Then up here in the garage, the equivalent of that and that. So kitchen, bedroom, toilet, bathroom, bathroom, bedroom, 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 bedroom. Ooh. Snapping's annoying. I can already see there is a lot of things which are annoying. Yeah, my thoughts of will it be a replacement for real life stuff? No, not at all. Those windows don't work. They're the wrong size. Go down level. And is that current? No, that's tool. Change the type. Let's delete it. We'll start again. Did we go for that one? End of the day, that's going to look better anyhow. Consistent with that window there. Right. Twin car, it's a double garage, but that ain't a double garage. That ain't a double garage door. That's what it's meant to be. Okay, okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's see if we can do. Right, what is else? Let's see, left in structure. So we don't have stairs, we don't have columns, we've done doors. Walls? Tiles. Are you serious? What am I talking about? Tiles. No, not in there. Room. I'm going to do that. Okay, I wonder if we can paint. Might be a finishing thing. Alright. No railings. No barriers. The stairs are, there's some cool options for stairs actually. Right. So let's have a look at our finishing work. Oh, it's a roof. Roof, walls, floor. Here we go. There's our options. HVAC, roofing. So the first issue obviously is in New Zealand we use a lot of steel roofing, and it would be corrugated. It would look a little bit like that, but it's not. As you all know, a corrugated shed, exactly like my shed pack. But it's going to just go up because this is going to be the closest it'll get, possibly. Can't change the colour on it. That's actually going to be a better option because it's black. Okay. Right. Which actually gets me to a point. What can I do? Wall paint. Down level. Easy as that. Whoever said painting a house was hard? Won't do the end of the wall though, will it? Alright, it's taking a bit more space. About 240 Ollie. AutoCAD so 2010. What it is, Revit. So that's what I use. You know that though, Yarn. So oops, wrong button. That one there. This is all done in, this is a Revit project. Oh, that's right. I've got to get the colours right. Right. Back to the game. Back. Colours, colours, colours. Orange. Orange there, but orange there. I'm going to do sloped ceilings. Right, inside, this is going to be easy because every wall of this house was painted white. I'll figure out the best way to do this. I wonder if I go top down. Oh, I say every wall, not every wall. If those ones aren't. Click, click, click. If only painting a house was actually this easy and quick. Oh, I'm not missing a door. Why can I not paint that wall? Something funny's happened here. Almost like that wall doesn't exist. In fact, I don't think that wall actually exists, even though it's showing me that it's there, because I can pick the ones either side of it. It's showing the border for it. Let's see if we can redraw one there. Suck if I can't, because I can't delete it. No, it won't let me do that, because I think there's a wall there. But it's not letting me paint it. Alright, we'll come back to that. Ah, it's actually got an issue there because it's put the door in, but I wonder if it was something when I moved that wall work properly. there's some bathrooms I need to be different too. They did some different colours in the bathrooms. I remember that. Oh. Alright, which walls haven't I done? Those ones there. So let's see if I move this wall again. I'm just wondering if this wall's clash with that door. That door was fine before. Now it's not. There we go. That's our problem. Now it's fine. Which is going to be annoying because we will find that we can't put a toilet in there probably. When it comes time to. Right. Here we go. Walls all done. So this wall down here, we must want to this one here. Go back to our color options. They were bold on this wall and went all black. Except on that end wall, which is black. And then, if I remember correctly, there is some yellow. No yellow wall color. What? Huh. You can't do custom colors. You can do custom colors of some things, but not here. That's annoying. Annoying. Hey, Dr. Fish, how you doing? It's pretty well insulated, which insulation a lot of people think keeps the heat out. Oops, white, a wrong color. Is for keeping heat in, but it actually does a good job of keeping heat out too. Right, now I think I'm just going to have to go into these doors. I now wonder, option to change the color of those? No, there's not. I thought there would have been. Oh, bah humbug. Here I was thinking I'd be able to paint the doors or configure the doors the same way I could do the garage door. Who wants a green standard door? I'll paint it. Yellow paint's too expensive. Maybe so, maybe so. And I'm actually misremembering that wall is orange on there and there. The black's above it. No, it's not. It's orange there. The black wall. I remember now. In a while. Pretty sure that wall there's orange, and then we did a funky little detail here where there's actually a bulkhead because the ceiling in here, and I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I don't know what level of control we have on the roof ceilings. It looks like when we go up a level, yeah, see, got a ceiling all through it. It doesn't actually have in real life. This house has a big vaulted ceiling in there. Yeah, I've probably just picked the wrong door, Yaron. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie, but I go to back to here. Or myself in the right spot. It's not too dissimilar, is it? Hey? Too far wrong. Take that any day of the week. All right, let's see, what else can we do now? So if we go down, so if I put visibility back onto all when I'm on this level, I can probably go down in here and let's have a look around. Okay. So we'll just do all walls back on. And we'll do our flooring actually. We haven't done that yet. Our walls. Look at our floors. So carpet of the black variety. And that floor, that one, that one, that one. The hallway. There and in there. And then this was all ceramic tiles. Let's see if we can, okay, good looking ceramic tiles. Squares white, squares black. Probably more that color. It was a kind of charcoaly color. That's actually not bad. Okay. Tile. That's right. What's happening with that floor there? I also managed to break it a little bit. I wonder if it's that door. No. It's door. No. Real estate agent. There's already a real estate agent simulator, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure there is. That's annoying. What's caused that? Anyhow. Okay, right. What can we do next? So, decoration. Oh, concrete. Oh, concrete floor. Okay, concrete floor in there, concrete floor in there. Oops. Concrete in there, concrete in there. Days. Call it a design feature. See you, Bo. Good to see you, mate. When you design a house for a client, do you design everything like the kitchen and stuff, or just allow it, and does the client choose the colours and interior? It depends on what the client wants to do, Ollie. We don't do too much kitchens. We'll do a basic layout, so we might show them where, give them some ideas on where sink and cooktop and fridge might go, but actually getting down to finishes and bench tops and handles and all that kind of stuff, we often leave to them, because it's just, the thing is, when it's the same with bathrooms, light fittings, there's so many options out there now in the market. We could exhaust 100 options before they pick one, versus, you know, them going into a plumbing store or a lighting store and just finding something they like the look of and buying it. And like a kitchen designer or a joiner, you know, it's their job. They know what is out there on the market, so it's easier for them to go through and recommend some of those things too. So, yeah. Chores done off to be this interesting game. Can you ever find a floor plan you like? Maybe we can use this game to design your own house. Maybe you could, Mrs. Prof. Maybe you could. Thanks for staying up and hanging out. Appreciate seeing you. And yeah, hope to catch you again soon. Is the whiskey pairing different for architecting versus tractoring? Abalor 12-year-old tonight. So no, not different. The glasses are. I went for the different glasses, and I went for the different hat tonight. Right. So we've done finishing, done everything. No stone, no marble. No. Right. Back to, oh, we put a fireplace in. There's a fire, which looks, what's it closest to? Be closest to that. There's a fireplace, which sits down in here. Whereas rotations around. Ah, oh, I've got snapping off. Okay. Snapping back on. Okay. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's roaring. It's roaring. It's sunny and hot outside, but it's roaring. I'm just looking at that. Look out the window of the architect's office. Buildings and solar panels out there. Trees. Oh, cool. Don't have that kind of view from my office, I'll tell you that. Okie dokie. Right, let's move on. Oops, out of finishing work. Up next. Exterior. Pools, games, shrubs, golas. There's a big patio / deck that comes off this house, but I don't know if I can do that as a... Can I draw floors? No, it doesn't seem like I can. How do you do... Oh, is it... Exterior. Pools, games, or energy. We've got some solar panels on the roof, because I know it's got some solar panels. Send. But it's not snapped to the roof. Snapping's on. Huh. I'm not quite sure where I'm meant to put solar panels if they don't go on the roof. How bizarre is that? You have solar panels, but you can't put them on your roof. Where else would you put them? On the ground. Well, that makes sense. Right, we're not going to worry about planting now or shelters. So, in the US only on flat roofs. I don't think the game's made in the US. Oh, yarn. I can tell you where it's made. Developers, because I'm in their Discord, and they were talking about something. About where their locations were, and they're like, oh, one of them was close to where they're from. Where is it? I can't find it now. Don't know. They did say where it was from. Oh, yeah, thank you. Person Colin. So where's that? What part of the world's that? I've seen it somewhere. Alright, finishing. So. Oh, options. There you go. Right. So, bedrooms. This is where it gets a little bit more vague as to what sort of bed this client would have used. Alright, master bedroom is one down the end. Let's see if I can get about the right spot. Snapping's off, snapping back on, and we'll do it. I'll do it easier. Okay. One bed there, and then we've got, what do we reckon? Double bed in this one. It's a guest room. Snap, rather than snap in the middle. Here we go. And we've go back to something like this. Ah, so there's a door there. Why is there a door there? There's a wardrobe. Can I build a house without cheating? What do you mean without cheating? Can I build a house? Right, bed's done. Armchairs. Oh, they've got some good architectural lounge chairs going on in there. Like that. Right. Oops. I'm pressing that. Oh. Just want to try and get them square without line up with that shadow. Okay, there we go. One chair there. Chair there. Matching sofa for that. I think I need to move some bits and pieces at the moment. There we go. Oops, there's that whole back thing again. What other finish do we need? A coffee table. Right. Living room. That'll do. Oh goodness, we're gonna build a kitchen. No way. Right, dining room. Do that without any troubles. Little trick when I'm doing drawings is you always have a seat that sort of sits like this, because no one ever has their seats at their dining table perfectly put in. It always looks more authentic if you do something like that. Let's just carry on. There's no things like TVs. Where are the TVs? Under the walls. Okay. Let's put. Alright, let's go down and do the bathrooms. Very limited options. And I think I'm going to run into trouble with these bathrooms because I don't think I'm going to have the space to fit them out how they're fitted out. So I'm just going to have to ad lib this just a touch. Nice big open showers, and that would have been a perfect example. That's not going to work. We'll just go for a bit more of a standard shower. Just going to be way too close to the door for that one. It's not too bad. This bathroom also had a bathtub in it. I don't think it's going to fit. Let's move that wall over. I wonder if I can move it now that I've got things in there. Oh, I can. But I need to get rid of the showers, okay. Alright, let's try this again. Move it like that. Can you add a water feature or slash hazard? You can actually. Under exterior. Where are they? Put a swimming pool, ponds, some of the terrain that you can choose actually comes with the rivers and streams and lakes and that all around it anyhow, so you could do it that way too. More appropriate to the intent of the design. Door didn't come out quite the right way, but so you can put wash basins, showers, and bathtubs. Is it not kosher? Oh, there we go. So, is it not kosher to have toilets? Eco-modern. Ugh. Like that, I suppose. In fact, this could be my way to be able to actually fit a toilet pan in here up the window. Off snapping, and there we go, there's our toilet. Alright, so that's pretty much done. The kitchens do, really. Which is here, right. Best way to do this might be cheaty, just putting the same thing down twice, but oh, that was meant to be in the corner. And then, gosh, how many times am I going to press that same cancel button? Actually, those are nice. Oh, I don't like the colour on those. They're configurable. No such thing as a refrigerator in a kitchen. This is The Sims, right? Starting to feel that way a little bit, Hyper. That's gonna have to do. Range, cooktop, back integrated. Yeah. Window needs to move over a little bit. Cage beer, how you doing, mate? Yeah, it's not for everyone. Not for everyone. It's kind of interesting though. Just I'm building a house I've designed and actually had built in real life for a client. That's it there. So going from that to, I'll just tab out of here, bring it up a little bit further, to that. It's getting there. Not far off. It's not perfect. I don't think I'm ever going to get it perfect, just with some of the limitations, but it's been fun trying to test it out. I was wondering if it would be a practical alternative to a work, but so far no. I'm not out of a job. Alright, well I wonder then, is decorating, right? Appliances, here we go. Fridge there, then we've got a dishwasher. Where's the dishwasher? Washing machine, microwave. Oh, I need to put some units in the pantry, don't I? Oops, that should have been rotated. Now if we go up into decorating, and I'll find a microwave in on the bench on one side, toaster, toaster on that side. Yeah, let's press. And then the coffee machine can sit out here because it needs to be really accessible. It's like watching Sims. I'm watching any of the Sims. Right, back decorating. So bookcases. A nice bookcase maybe in the corner here. Dresses, sideboards, TV benches. What do you reckon? Looks appropriate for this style of house, doesn't it? TV bench there. Got a TV to put on it. Getting there. Oh, there's more. So interesting. Is there more options? Bizarre. What a weird way to do it. So there's options under here for furnishing under kitchen, but then you go under here for kitchen and there's more. And different ones. That's a bit silly. Is that what it is? Right, we need a range hood. Yeah. Oh, look at all the stuff that would have been more appropriate. Crossover with the Sims. Yeah, design it in this and then play in the Sims, right? Right. Ooh. Lighting. Yeah, more options here than, right, here we go, this is what I'm after. Mount a TV, we go on the black wall, the right way. Oh, look at all these household items. Rugs, bathroom accessories. Oh, now we're getting carried away. Garage. Here's a tire, just casual tire stack in your garage. Inflatable toy donut. Interesting. Right. I'm just trying to think. I could get carried away decorating. The doors are the one thing that bother me. I'm not going to go through and redo those. There's a couple of these that I need to go through and fix. Bedroom. Walk-in closet again. A washroom. Oh my goodness, stop doing that. Now one thing I was going to look at, what are the structure, merge, divide, columns? Bathroom, everything's labeled now. Oh, laundry. Laundry out here, right? under appliances. Machine. An option for a dryer. Should have a... Size first time around too. Right. A little bit fancy, do some outdoor lighting. Side of the door. Side of garage door. Right, there we go. Now how do I do lighting? I haven't actually done lighting yet. Ceiling lighting. Oh, I just have to look in position, do I? How this is going to look? Probably just going to ruin everything by not snapping it. You need to have a grid snapping. Okay. A mirror in the bathroom too, actually. Alright, looks like all the lighting covered. Some other wall decoration stuff. I saw someone had put in I'm overlooking something. I'm sure there was like wall art and they had guitars on the wall. Wall decorations. That was part of the DLC that came with pre-ordering it. Right, I was going to do... I don't know if that'll fit in there, because that'll work quite well in that one. No, it's just too large. Actually too large. Go anywhere in this house. Maybe in here. Okay, we won't do that one. Let's do this. Not quite appropriate. At least it means we've got something in here. Now it'd be nice to be able to mirror that somehow. Alright, yes, can we fit a desk in down here? Desk petite. Petite little desk. Chairs, office chairs. I can't put the office chair in, so it's underneath the desk. That's annoying. And where was that electronic stuff? Nice. Nope. Oh, I need some stools. Oh, I don't have an island. Cheers, Yoran. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. I know you've been playing this game a bit, so thank you for your assistance where and when I needed it. If it does it, the laptop would have been better for laptops. Hey, Kiwi Farmer, how you doing? Yeah, so the things that are annoying me, can't put an outdoor area out this side. And yeah, kind of the options for landscaping seem pretty few and far between, but I reckon I'm pretty happy with that. I reckon we could just about go and give this a shot. What can we call this? It's kind of like a walk-in closet, isn't it? Yeah, very happy to have those released today, mate. It was a nice surprise to wake up to this morning. I knew they were close, but I wasn't sure how close, so a very nice surprise. All right, so I think, short of getting carried away and doing more decoration, I am pretty happy with how that is all about. Let's get in and see if I can do screenshot that on it. Actually, if I go down and then I change the visibility modes to all, that's better. How do I hide? There was a way I could hide all of those labels. Maybe not. Oh, when I get in close enough, they seem to disappear. Right, I reckon we're going to go and tick the box on that. Confirm I have finished the design of this. 230 square meters, 15 rooms, 1 level, 87 grand to build, 35 grand to finish. So once you've done this, this is where you get into the building side of things. Yes, I have. Confirm. Alright, let's go and have a look and see what happens when we build it. So normally if you'd pick contractors, you'd go through this whole stage of what do you have to do? See, that floor's not going to build in that one spot. And as you tend to do when you're building a house, you get a tower crane in on site. Who doesn't? Anyhow, you might get to a point like now and it'll tell you it'll rain for 3 days and you've got to add 3 days into your delivery time and all sorts of other things like that. It's kind of interesting. Kind of a cool concept. From my point of view, if it gets people excited about architecture, then that's a good thing. You can press space and it'll speed it up too. Okay. Go. Everyone's moved in. Now do off-site visit. Here we go. So we can take a photo with control. That's kind of cool. You can modify the sun. So if you wanted it to be nighttime, make it nighttime, or bright sun, change where the shadows are. Yeah, some God rays, not just farm sim. You can basically do a bit of a free walk around. And going through. So what is kind of cool? There we go. There's those doors. I should change the color on those. Yeah, you can. If I go to press E, it does actually open and close the doors. I'm really not sure what caused that, but toilet. Quit site visit. I thought it said quick site visit. Down. There we go. Side there. Bedroom. It's quite a cool thing to do. And there you go. Who was asking about some water? So I don't know, what do you think compared to where we started off, which was that. Now, if I'm smart, let's just have a look here. Somewhere. It's another way. Come on, load the photos. Come on, come on. I'm back to start on the phone. Is this not loading? Really aren't cooking for me today. It'd be nice if you were able to actually paint the end of those walls. No. Okay. Did have the photos somewhere. I don't think they are on that, are they? Oh yeah, they are. Here we go. On some of the outside ones. There we go. So let's have a look at this. Started out this angle in the right spot here. I really wish this was working better. Why can't I see where I am? So that way is easier. It'd be a good aid to help people understand what's involved in designing a house and all the different things you have to think about when you start getting into thinking about what, you know, fitting in a bathroom, all of those kind of things. It definitely would be some help with that. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this to work. Let's see if that's going to do it. Catch you later, Kiwi Sim. Good to see you, mate. Alright, I'm getting there. Getting to where I want to be. Oh, not like that. It's been annoying this viewer hasn't worked as well. So I go like this to my monitor. So effectively, that's kind of where we started out. All right, I showed you this at the start. That's a 3D model straight in my drawing software that I use at work. This is a 3D model of a house that has been built, and I'm going to take a look in here without going all crazy. Not too different, even if I do say so myself. It definitely gets the right feel for it, right idea. But then if I go into here, there's the actual house that was built. I just come to try and stand in about the same spot as that photo. Here you go. Someone will come to you with a house designed in this. You've got to fully re-engineer it for load-bearing walls and plumbing. Exactly. Do you know the number of times that happens, Dr. Fish? People will come with a single line drawing of a wall, and they'll say, oh, I've measured this out and this works. Like, I've made the wall here. This room's 3.6, and then this one's 3.2, and then the overalls, you know, whatever. And I was like, you haven't counted the 110 mils for each wall that you've got to include and all those kind of things. And yeah, suddenly it's kind of like, oh, yeah. Okay, so we have to go through and re-engineer it. So it does happen. It does happen. But yeah, there we go. That's what it looks like. You start to see what's going on. Don't know what's happening with that image. I'm kind of happy with how this has turned out. Not perfect, but it's pretty close. Within Kui, it's within par for the course. Now, some of you might have figured this out already. Oops, can't get in through the door. Need to open those. That's where I'm sitting. This is actually our house. So this is my little studio sitting in there. So I thought it's a bit easy to get the client's approval to do a house design in a game when it's your own. So yeah, you now know what our house looks like, minus a whole lot of things and plus a whole lot of things. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to do big vaulted ceilings, but our house does have big vaulted ceilings in there. And obviously the orange, but some people might have picked up on the orange from Legacy Gaming. So there you go. You've effectively had a tour of our house without even realizing it. Right, what happens now if I quit the site tour? save your project to the gallery, continue and save. There we go, there's the screenshots I took, they get saved, and then you can go through and share them. You're welcome, Dr. Fish, you're welcome. I thought it'd be more exciting to tell you that at the end of the stream than at the start of it, Hyper. But yeah, I do have, so my next plan is I want to try and see if I can do this. On there. This is what I had when I had originally had the thought of like, oh, I wonder if I can model some actual architecture in the game. This is the Falling Water House by Frank Lloyd Wright, and it's an amazing, amazing piece of architecture. Very, very well known house. I've actually got a Lego model of it. It was one that Lego made. But I was like, I wonder if it would be possible to build that. So that might be a challenge in the future. I'll look at it. It's very cool. Do I have my own at-home water hazard? No, no at-home water hazards for me, Dr. Fish. None around here. It's flat as a pancake. So yeah, I guess I don't know if there's anything else to do tonight. We've achieved my goal, which was to go in and see if we could build. Why can I not see those? Are they still loading? Or not save them? Maybe I have to go through and do it all again. Yeah, proven that we can build a almost architecture house into a in a game. It's not perfect. I don't think it would have ever expected it to be. It's probably a little less perfect than I thought it could have been. But maybe we'll see some updates and things that will help develop it in the future, and it may become better. Who knows? But I think it's almost 11 o'clock, so we're almost at the end of the normal stream time. There's no point firing up any farm sim or anything now, so I think we'll just wrap things up for tonight. So thanks for coming along, a little bit different. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you found it interesting. I'll see about doing some other stuff on it later, but we'll definitely be back with a farm sim stream on the weekend. I'll just have to figure out some timing for that, but probably sometime on Sunday. And then I'm away from Monday for better part of 2 weeks. Once I've been and come back and then have to go away again. So probably be a little bit less content over the next wee while, but I'm sure we've plenty of other things that can keep you busy and keep you occupied. But yeah, we'll be live streaming on the weekend from a multiplayer server somewhere. So we'll, if you want to join in, come and do. Anyhow, thank you all very much for hanging out with me tonight. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you, Chinook, for the super chat. That was awesome. Very much appreciated as always. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your week and have fun. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. That's not my outro button. It's moved. There it is. All right. See you. Bye.